What's going on, everybody? This is Derek Elston from Ball from Assembly Hall, and I'm proud to tell you that I am Underdog Fantasy's newest partner. And on top of that, I've got even better news. They are currently running a promo for all new users. The easiest way for you to get in on this special is by downloading their app and use my code BFAH24. That's BFAH24. Even if you've already registered, but you haven't deposited any money, you can still use the promo. What are you guys waiting on? Get started today and come play with me all season long at Underdog Fantasy. What's going on, everybody? We're back. C-Watt and I, Ball from Assembly Hall. Got some special guests today, seeing as how the game is coming up Sunday, Indiana versus Northwestern. We got our boys, Alex, Marcotullio, and Juice World. Welcome to the show, fellas.
Man, appreciate you guys
Thanks for
having
having
us
us.
on, man. Big game coming up.
Absolutely.
Pleasure, man. It's a pleasure,
Absolutely.
man.
Excited to chop it up with y'all.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I know we've had some time here. Indiana finds itself again with another week off. Northwestern's been absolutely battling through the season, getting it done left and right. So, see what I'm gonna start with you, man. Where do you see us, and where do we stand against Northwestern after what kind of we've been going through with our lulls throughout the entire season? What's happened last week? I'd love to say we play a Northwestern team that, everybody kind of knows the focal point is on Boo Buie. I look at it as, man, here's a Northwestern team that really doesn't have that factor that Purdue does. But then again,
Right.
Northwestern was able to take care of business against those guys. So where do you see us? Where do we stand? How are you feeling about where we're at?
I'm feeling good. With the time off, I feel like we're gonna come in healthy. We got a lot of guys that's been out, so I think the rest is good for us. I think they're gonna have Ty Berry back, which is another 3-point line. I think we're just gonna have to put an emphasis on the 3-point line, and they're gonna be physical in the paint. That's one thing they do. Regardless, when they play Zach Edey, I think they're just so physical that it hurts people a little bit. So as long as we take care of the paint, I think the guard players, they're probably going to win the game. Well, they're going to win the guard play game just because of the guys they got, and I'm not sure if X going to be back or not. But I do think with us at home, we always have a chance, and definitely want to get back on the winning side of things.
And that's the thing too, because every time I think of Northwestern, I think, especially
Even though when we play at Northwestern, it's still like a home game, Derek. You know what I'm saying? But
it is. But the thing is, we can never find a way to get a win in there. Even when we were playing, that was the biggest trap game of the
That's
season.
true. I think I may have won in there. Well, we won in there twice, Derek. Maybe. I know we won in there our senior year. I don't know. I think we may have split our junior year.
Well,
Once against us for sure, but we took care of business at home. I know you got us in OT, I think twice. When y'all were like top 5 with Zeller and Depot, and I know you guys got us in OT, or it was a close game.
It was a close game. I remember that. I think it was a real close game. I remember that. It's always close when we play each other, bro. I think.
I know.
Like
I saw 5 and 5 out of the last 10, so pretty even matchup over the last 10.
Real even, yeah.
Alex, Juice, what do you guys – we know right now, C-Watt and I have talked about it all year, like we have the worst time guarding a 3, and I think for your team especially, like you go as your guards go in the Big Ten, and you guys have probably the best guard in the Big Ten. Everybody's talking about Braden Smith, but, when my man Boo Buie brings the ball up, you're worried as soon as he crosses a half-court line. So I think that's going to be a huge key in this game to stop him. And so far I have seen no team do it.
Yeah. So, I'm going to, I'll jump in and say, like pretty much piggybacking off what C-Watt said, I believe Northwestern's going to win that guard play matchup. But something that stands out, Khalil Ware, he's shooting 45% from the 3. That's something that, is worrisome for us because, like when we played Illinois, Coleman Hawkins with the pick and pops, shot fake driving, that can cause problems for us in the way we trap on the ball screens. That might open up opportunities for you guys to swing. And even though you haven't been having the greatest shooting shooting season. But like you mentioned earlier, you guys are at home, and it's tough to beat you guys at home, no matter how you guys are playing. And I know you guys are young, building that chemistry. But I like Northwestern in this situation. Like you said, the guards are
Well,
big. And who we trust, but we got some guys that's been stepping up. Ryan
No
Lang
doubt.
shooting the
No
ball
doubt.
well. Brooks Barnheiser, he's from out that way, so I'm expecting him to have a good game. And we finally got our inside guy, Matt Nicholson, playing well again, how he's capable of playing. So I think Northwestern's going to pull it out, but I do think it's going to be one of those grinded out games like we're used to seeing in the Big Ten.
Yeah. Yeah. Juice, for me, like, I see you out there with Evan. I see you at a lot of the games. Like, are you in the locker rooms right now? Like, are you back there after games, before games, talking with the coaches? Are you guys in there and seeing what that's like? I haven't been fortunate enough to get there, obviously, kids and everything. I haven't been to too many games this year, but I just want to know, like, what's that locker room like? Like, it just seems like it's so fun to play for Collins.
Dude, man, it's electric in there after the wins. They're throwing water around. He's jumping up and down like he's, 20 years old, like he's one of the college guys. But they have fun, they celebrate, but right after, when they break it down in that meeting, it's, all right, let's get back focused. We got practice tomorrow, or we got a day off, and this is what we're trying to accomplish and what we want to do. Enjoy it tonight and get back to work. So, I love that mentality that they have. They have their fun, but they're in there, they're grinding, looking forward to the next opponent.
There's no doubt. I think Seawat and I have talked about it a couple of times this year of how it just seems like, I don't know, especially like, I don't want to dive too much into the Ohio State game, but, you said it, Khalil Ware, he's a big factor. But here, I don't know. It seems at the end of the year, especially against Ohio State, just looked like my man had somewhere to be. Like, it just looked like, that's the thing with Indiana. Like, it's a flip of the coin right now of what you're going to get out of these guys. And there seems to be zero lull. And even, after a couple of hard-fought games, you guys got Penn State, and you take care of business. It's like those little ones that they probably don't have a lot of significance. And the win, you guys are still taking care of business and taking it as seriously as if it was Purdue rolling in there. So, I don't know, as a Big Ten fan in general, just a basketball fan, just Northwestern always worries me because you're never going to get that, well, we're just going to pack it up and lose by 20. Whereas right. Indiana, even at home, against Penn State, packed it in real early. And we were able to jump back against Ohio State and get the win. But it's like you just never know what you're going to get in Northwestern. You know exactly what you're getting.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Staff has done a great job. I
think Northwestern been so focused, man. I think they got y'all in the tournament right now. So I know y'all going to come in focused just on the road, coming in to get another road win. I don't know if it'll be a quad one or quad two. We'll see. We'll figure that out as far as how the end of the season go, but I know y'all just gonna be extremely focused. Anytime you can come in and who don't want to get a win in Assembly Hall, Derek? Like, who don't want to win in there?
I know.
I'm on record saying that's my favorite place to play ever for forever. Like that place is just something about it. The history, the way the noise echoes onto the floor, the fans are right on top of you, the structure, like all of that. I always say Assembly Hall is my favorite place to play in no matter what. And we played at the Garden and stuff, right? So, it just has that type of memorable
atmosphere is crazy. Yeah.
Atmosphere every time you're in there. And I'm like, you guys could be up 20, down 20, tie game. As soon as that ball goes in for you guys, it's like the place is about to erupt. So I always love that environment. I think, the one thing that we have done well all season, and credit to the coaching staff, is like preparation. This team is always prepared. They are dialed into the scouting report. And I think that's how we can gain an edge on some of the competition, and a way that we have gone about our business all year is just having that game by game mentality, being focused on the scout, making sure that your attention to details is locked in, and, making other guys beat us, right? We've had some of these star efforts, like we look at Jameer Young, almost took us down to the wire and beat us, really took advantage of us. Now, we do have Ty Berry out for the rest of the year. That just came out in the last hour.
Oh, it just came out? Oh,
wow. Just came out in the last hour. Wow. He tore his meniscus and had successful surgeries, but he's out for the year. So that's a crushing blow for us. Somebody that could really stretch the floor, was able to guard multiple positions, even sometimes the point guard at times. So, we wish Ty a speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
His energy, his enthusiasm, his shooting, all of those things wrapped into one. Were really lethal combination for us. And he was probably up there for most improved player in the conference, at
Right,
least in
no
the
doubt.
top 3. So that's going to be a big loss for us. But we got to have guys step up. We take a look at Nick Martinelli. He's a big guard, 6'6", tough lefty, can get to that left hand no matter what. So it gives us another level of physicality. But again, that spreads us very thin.
Yeah.
Right.
We're going to have to tap into some freshmen on the bench, maybe even some walk-ons to get us some minutes here and there. But we're going to really have to exhaust our starters' minutes, although 3 of them are in the top 5 in the conference in minutes already. So it's going to be one of those games where if Indiana can really grind it out, get Northwestern in foul trouble, it's going to be a long day, and we'll see what type of grinded out game these teams can play.
Damn. That's unfortunate news because honestly, like looking at the script for today, what's the X factor for Northwestern, and absolutely, I thought he was it because Boo Booey, we don't care, like right, like my man, he can
We
go
know he's
for
gonna
30.
get his. Yeah, we know he's gonna get his, bro.
We know he's gonna get his. So damn, man, you hate to hear that, man. Even
like, how do you replace 12 points a game?
Yeah.
He's a really good rebounding guard, and then like defensively, his energy, his enthusiasm, and all of that, that's a tough void to fill. So guys are going to really have to step up.
Damn. And that's the problem with us. I think right now, although in the future, I think Cups is going to be one of those Braden Smith type players for us. Right now, he's more of a facilitator. So Xavier Johnson being out for us, I don't know. See, I've heard rumblings of they're shutting him down. Do you risk it? Do you risk it when
shutting who down? X?
Xavier?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just on. I mean,
Yeah,
I know
I
that's
thought he was
obviously on the
coming back.
medical staff. I thought he was. I seen something like maybe a couple games, but that's obviously on the medical staff. I mean, if you shut him down, I mean it's pretty much over with, bro. I mean the guy he been in college. What I think this maybe his 6th year, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think if you're doing that, you're pretty much throwing in the towel on his college career. And at a vulnerable time for us right now, where we need leadership on and off the court. You know what I'm saying? So. I hadn't heard that, Derek, but if it's true, I can believe it though. You know what I'm saying? This guy's just been plagued with injuries over the last couple of years, man. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. But it's always speak on that next man up mentality. I know Gabe gonna have a lot on his plate, just trying to manage the game and stuff like that. But hopefully we'll be able to get it done in Assembly Hall. I feel that's the X factor to me. You want to talk about the X factor? The X factor to me is Assembly Hall. We know we play better in there. We win in there. And I know the spread probably gonna be probably like us, like probably 1.5, something like that. So I feel good about that.
Is that something you'd be willing to put your $100 on the underdog bet on the underdog sports on that one?
Hey, I take that. The lower or higher, I'm gonna go. Well, that's how underdog play. It don't play spreads and stuff. So, but if I had to take that, I for sure would take that.
Yeah. All right, fellas. What's the keys, man? What are the keys? Because I know ours. Obviously, we got to get our bigs going. We got to get it down to them early and often to get them going, just to get a little confidence. We got to shoot the ball. But what's Northwestern's keys to the game?
I'm gonna go with take care of the ball. Cause a lot of turnovers like we do. I think we do a great job. When we double the post or just having active hands. One person that stands out with that is Brooks Barnheiser. I know Alex, that show got you big on him. But, just get deflections, cause turnovers, and convert. And I think, in our pick and rolls, I think we're going to have a lot of success because, especially against Purdue, Braden Smith had a lot of success getting downhill in that pick and roll, getting to his floater. And, that's Boo Booey all day long, getting into the paint, facilitating, finding guys, getting to his floater or with his pivots, spinning back, finishing. So I think if we protect the ball, continue to shoot the ball well on the road like we've been doing, and rebound, I think we'll be fine. And, I know you guys had a little bit of struggles, offensive rebounding the ball this season, but, you guys at home and that energy is electric. So we got to be able to withstand any type of runs that you guys have.
Yeah, for me, rebounding is crucial. Indiana definitely has the size advantage on us with Renew and Ware and those guys crashing. Even at the guard position, you look at somebody like Trey Galloway. He likes to get in there and hit the glass hard too. So my number one key is going to be rebounding. Can Northwestern make sure we limit those extra possessions for Indiana? because sometimes this year their best offense has been on the glass, right?
Yeah.
They haven't shot the ball well, but they're big. You got Renew in there with that strong left hand and really skilled. So keeping him at bay and then rebounding the ball efficiently, and then keeping Trey Galloway out of the lane. I think he's at his best when he's downhill and getting into that floater and facilitating for others as well, and using his size, for being a point guard. So I think those are the two keys for us, making it difficult for Trey Galloway to get downhill on those pick and rolls, keeping him on the perimeter, and then making sure that we're securing the rebounds.
Yeah. For me, see, I think it's easy. I think it's a three-headed monster. If Woodson is, right in saying that, there's a couple things that he said after the game that make you just go, But if we're still in it and he believes that we can get to the tournament, which I think is a tall task, but you got to get Ware, Mbako, and Malik. You got to get them, because this is do or die now. We lose this game to Northwestern, we're done. We're completely out of it.
Right.
Every game matters right now. So can we focus on the three of them, get all of them going? Because it just seems like every game, Malik plays well, Ware plays well. Can we get all three of them to play really, really good basketball? And they don't have to score 20, but they just have to take care of the rock. And when an open shot comes, you got to be able to take it and make it. For me, it's those three. And if we can do that, I think we do have a chance, because we do have the size. We do have guard play, although we don't have a boo-booey type guard. We do have Galloway, who's been able to take games over at times this season. And, supporting cast. Can we see Anthony Leo come in and make a couple shots? Can Galloway get a couple threes to go down? We've had the answer all season long. It's just putting it all together, and that's what we've struggled to do.
Right.
Well, I guess we'd be remiss to talk about Alex. This has come up quite a bit in our recent podcast. We've had a conversation about we're gonna divert from this game coming up Sunday. We've had a conversation about a YouTube video that.
Shit! I think I know where this is going.
Yeah, you probably do. I got my buddies texting me this. We've talked a little bit about X, about CJ Gunn. There's been some stuff that's happened on the court for Indiana basketball that's been a bad look for us. And I may have dropped where something happened on the free throw line, and I told you to run past me again. Let's see what happens. And I sent your ass flying. And
it's not like you checked me or something. You didn't. I would have much rather preferred if you would have hit me instead of sticking your foot out and tripping me.
Yeah,
that's what I do. And that's what we talked about this, and it's fun now that we can laugh. And I haven't seen you in a while, so it's fun that we can laugh about this. But that's the one thing I'm like, damn, I could have done anything else. But what did I do? I stuck my foot out and tripped him and thought I was a badass. And ended up riding the pine. I think you guys probably beat us
we were smacking y'all. Yeah, we were smacking y'all.
Yeah.
Killed us there. So on top of me getting benched, having a miserable fucking day the next day at practice, you end up.
I'm pretty sure Crean stuck up for you in the press conference, saying you didn't mean to do it.
I may have told him that I didn't mean to, and that was to cover my ass. But I'm glad I just wanted to throw that out there, maybe clear the air on it. I thought it was.
Oh, it's all good, bro. It's laughable now. I think back then I had some heat, but it's all good, man. It's all in the spirit of competition. Stuff happens, man. It is what it is. At least you're willing to admit that it wasn't your finest moment.
Absolutely, and
I probably said some stuff too. I know how I played. I was a pest. I got in people's grill. So trust me, I probably deserved it too to some extent.
Well, I'm sitting here trying to back up Xavier and saying, like, man, you can't do that shit. And someone sent me a video on Twitter. Is this you tripping Marcus? I said, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm able to admit it now. I was the same way. I was a dickhead when I tried to play. But, I mean, yeah, like you said, it's all, just spur of the moment shit. And, I'm able to be a man and apologize for the stupid shit that I used to do when I was a kid.
Right.
Apology accepted.
Right.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, tune in Sunday. It's going to be, I honestly do. I think Juice is right. I think this is going to be an absolute grinded out 1 to 2 point game. It's going to be fun. It's going to be electric. 17,000 tuning in. I promise you that. So I appreciate you guys coming on the show. It's fun to do these little collabs. See what you want to take us home.
Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all doing it, man. We enjoyed having you guys on here. And like I'm just gonna pick it back off Derek said, we'll see y'all guys. We'll tap back in after the game. Probably shoot you guys a few messages or something. We'll see how the game goes.
Yes,
Only
sir.
if we win.
For sure.
Oh,
We'll
yeah, for
establish
sure.
that
Only
friendly
if we
wager
win.
on the side too.
Right, no
Awesome,
doubt.
man. Hey, guys, appreciate you guys tuning into the show. Botham Assembly Hall, joined by our Northwestern crew. We're out.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Appreciate you guys.